Welcome, friends, to a journey into the unknown. A story so mind-bending and spine-chilling that you won't dare look away. Tonight, we uncover the haunting mystery surrounding none other than the beloved and enigmatic actor, Keanu Reeves. You've admired him on screen, known him as the kind-hearted celebrity. But what if I told you that behind that charming smile lies a puzzle that has baffled historians, conspiracy theorists, and even his closest fans for decades? This isn't just a story about fame. This is a story about time, identity, and an unshakable connection to the supernatural. Let's get started. Keanu Reeves has captured hearts worldwide with his humility and ageless charm. But what if his agelessness was more literal than you ever imagined? The whispers started in 2016, when a historian uncovered something bizarre in an old castle in Romania. Tucked away in the dusty archives was a 16th-century portrait of a nobleman, clad in period attire, who bore an identical resemblance to Keanu Reeves. Every detail, his piercing gaze, the structure of his face, even the subtle smirk, was an exact match. At first, it was dismissed as an uncanny coincidence. After all, strange resemblances happen all the time, right? But things took an eerie turn when another painting was discovered. This time, the artwork was from the 19th century, portraying a soldier in uniform. The figure, again, was unmistakably Keanu. Here's where the plot thickens. Both men, painted centuries apart, were surrounded by mysteries. The nobleman was said to have disappeared without a trace during a violent uprising in the 1500s. The soldier? He vanished under equally strange circumstances after leading his regiment into an unrecorded battle in the late 1800s. Coincidences stacked on coincidences, and fans couldn't help but notice how untouched Keanu himself seems by time. A joke started circulating online. Keanu is immortal. The actor laughed it off during interviews, his ever-humble demeanor brushing aside the claims. But was it just a joke? Or was there something he wasn't telling us? Could it be reincarnation, a curse, or something far darker than we can comprehend? My friends, this is only the beginning. Stick with me because what comes next will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about Keanu Reeves and reality itself. What comes next dives even deeper into the shadows of history and mystery. Keanu Reeves may seem like the down-to-earth celebrity we all admire, but what if his story stretches beyond the limits of time itself? Prepare yourselves for revelations that are as chilling as they are mind-bending. As whispers about Keanu's uncanny resemblance to historical figures grew louder, amateur investigators and conspiracy theorists dove headfirst into the mystery. What they uncovered added more fuel to the fire. A blogger named Elena, fascinated by the theory, visited the Romanian castle where the first painting was found. She dug through old journals and found cryptic writings about a nobleman named Constantine de Valois, who was said to possess unnatural charisma and an aura that seemed to freeze time around him. People described Constantine as someone who could speak multiple languages fluently, excel in combat, and captivate crowds with his mere presence, eerily reminiscent of Keanu's real-life talents. But the most haunting detail? Constantine was last seen fleeing into the dense Carpathian forests, pursued by villagers armed with torches and pitchforks. His crime? Making a pact with the shadows. Fast forward to the 1800s. A journal surfaced in an antique shop in Paris, penned by a French soldier named Armand Duclair. His entries describe a mysterious officer who appeared seemingly out of nowhere to lead their regiment to victory. This officer, never aging, never wounded, was seen wandering the battlefield after the dust had settled, almost as if he was searching for something or someone. Armand's final entry was the most disturbing of all. The officer stood alone under the moonlight, his shadow cast in directions that defied the laws of nature. I swear, for a moment his eyes burned like embers. He turned to me and whispered, "You'll forget this moment," and I did, until now. When the journal was cross-referenced with military records, something terrifying emerged. There was no official record of the officer's name. It was as if he never existed. Are you feeling the goosebumps yet? These pieces of evidence are chilling enough on their own, but they are just the start. The deeper we dig into Keanu's past, the more we uncover secrets that defy logic, history, and even science. Stay with me because we're about to connect dots that shouldn't exist. Things are about to get even more chilling. We've traced mysterious threads from centuries past, but now we'll unravel eerie clues in the modern era, right in Keanu Reeves' lifetime. Are you ready for the revelations that will make you question everything you thought you knew? As Keanu Reeves rose to fame, stories of strange occurrences began to follow him like a shadow. Co-stars and crew members on his early films whispered about his unnerving ability to recall lines in languages he had never studied, his reflexes that seemed almost superhuman, and a presence that seemed to shift the energy of an entire room. One director described a particularly chilling moment during the filming of Dracula, 1992. Keanu was rehearsing a scene where he had to interact with an ancient prop, a chalice supposedly from the 15th century. As soon as he touched it, the lights flickered, and a loud bang echoed through the set. Keanu just looked at the chalice and whispered something I couldn't make out. When I asked him what he said, he smiled and walked away. The air felt heavy for the rest of the day. The untouchable photograph. A journalist named Sarah Carmichael was assigned to cover a behind-the-scenes feature on The Matrix, 1999. During her visit, she snapped candid photos of the cast and crew. But when she developed the film, there was one frame where everyone except Keanu appeared perfectly in focus. He was a blur, his outline shimmering like heat waves over asphalt. Curious, Sarah tried to replicate the issue with digital cameras and even borrowed her colleagues' equipment. Every time she aimed her lens at Keanu, the same effect occurred. She shared her findings online, sparking rumors that Keanu's true essence couldn't be captured by ordinary technology. The phenomenon gained so much attention that it attracted paranormal investigators. They found no technical faults with Sarah's equipment, but they did note something eerie. In her home, every mirror facing the direction where the photos were taken had mysteriously cracked. Coincidence? Or is there something or someone trying to conceal the truth? But wait, because what comes next is even more unsettling. Stay with me as we delve into events that occurred during Keanu's most iconic role, and how they left even the most skeptical crew members terrified. You've made it this far, and trust me, it's about to get even more unsettling. We've uncovered chilling details from Keanu's past and his rise to fame. But what if I told you that the strange events didn't stop there? Let's dive deeper into what happened on the sets of his most iconic films. You won't believe what the cast and crew experienced. During the production of the Matrix trilogy, Keanu's portrayal of Neo became legendary. But behind the scenes, there were whispers of inexplicable events tied directly to him. One night, a technician working on Neo's iconic bullet-dodging scene stayed late to finalize some effects. As he adjusted the playback, he noticed something odd. Keanu's movements in the raw footage didn't match the choreography. It was like his body was a split second ahead of the CGI edits, the technician later admitted. Even creepier, when he replayed the footage for the team the next day, the anomalies were gone. But every person who reviewed the footage overnight described the same thing. Keanu moving faster than humanly possible, as if time bent to his will. John Wick, a deadly omen. Years later, during the filming of John Wick, an incident occurred that left the cast visibly shaken. In one scene, Keanu was choreographed to fire a prop gun directly at a camera rig. The safety protocols were meticulous, with multiple checks. But when the scene was shot, something unexplainable happened. As the crew watched the playback, the moment the fake bullet left the gun, a shadowy figure appeared in the background, barely visible but undeniably there. It moved quickly, disappearing in an instant. The director dismissed it as a trick of the light or a crew member accidentally caught in the frame. However, the set's security footage revealed no one had been near the area where the figure was seen. The frightened stunt team. By the end of the John Wick shoot, even the stunt team, hardened professionals used to adrenaline and danger, refused to stay on set after dark. One stuntman recalled, "We'd hear footsteps in the empty corridors, whispers in a language none of us recognized. It wasn't until the last day that someone noticed the whispers always started when Keanu walked onto set." Another team member added, "He'd joke about it, saying the spirits were just keeping him company. But his tone, it was like he wasn't joking at all. So what's really going on here? Is it just Hollywood superstition? Or is there a force at work?" something tied to Keanu Reeves himself. There's more to uncover, but I'll leave you with this. Do you believe in coincidences? Or is there a deeper truth lurking in the shadows? Keep watching as we delve into the spine-chilling conclusion of this story. We're entering the final chapters of this incredible story. What if the things we've uncovered so far are only the surface of something far darker? Keanu Reeves, the man we all admire, might just be at the center of a mystery that defies explanation. Stay with me as we unravel the haunting events leading to the shocking truth. In 2021, during an interview for a major film, Keanu was asked about the supernatural events on his movie sets. His response? A cryptic smile and a single sentence. Some things can't be explained, and maybe they're not meant to be. The interview went viral. Fans speculated whether he was admitting to experiencing paranormal phenomena. But things took an even stranger turn when a former co-star anonymously reached out to a podcast dedicated to Hollywood's mysteries. The co-star shared chilling details. Keanu has an aura about him. It's not just charisma. It's like he carries memories. Not his own, but memories of things that happened centuries ago. Once, during a late-night rehearsal, he started humming a tune none of us knew. When we asked about it, he said it was something his father used to sing. The thing is, the song was an ancient melody traced back to the 14th century, the Whispering Shadows. Fans began piecing together reports of eerie occurrences wherever Keanu traveled. At a European film festival, attendees claimed to have seen shadowy figures following him, visible only in reflections. During a fan meet and greet in Japan, a young woman approached him for a photo. The moment they stood together, she fainted. When she came to, she said she felt a cold presence and heard a deep voice say, "He belongs to us now." Security dismissed it as exhaustion, but others weren't so sure. A chilling revelation. The final piece of the puzzle comes from a historian who specializes in ancient manuscripts. In a Reddit AMA, the historian revealed that while researching an obscure 15th century diary, they came across a startling description of a traveler in Genoa. The diary reads, "A man with raven-black hair and eyes like the depths of the night. He walked among us, yet seemed untouched by time. They whispered he was not of this world, a harbinger of change or doom." The portrait sketched in the diary bore an uncanny resemblance to Keanu Reeves. So what does all of this mean? Is Keanu Reeves connected to forces beyond our comprehension? Could he be tied to something ancient and otherworldly? And most importantly, what does this mean for his future? And ours? The answers might be closer than we think. But are we ready to face them? Don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories like this, and share your thoughts below. Until next time, stay curious. We've reached the grand finale of this mind-bending tale. Every question, every eerie coincidence, and every shadow of doubt. Now is the time to face them head-on. Get ready to uncover the shocking truth about Keanu Reeves. Let's dive in. Part 6. The Revelation. The whispers and shadows surrounding Keanu Reeves reached a boiling point in 2023 during the filming of a yet-to-be-released blockbuster. Crew members began reporting strange occurrences on set. Lights flickering, unexplained cold drafts, and props moving on their own. One day, a cameraman captured something unsettling. While reviewing footage, a faint reflection of Keanu appeared in a mirror on set, but something was off. His reflection didn't match his movements. When he leaned forward, the reflection leaned back. When he smiled, the reflection remained eerily still, its expression unreadable. The cryptic letter. During the film's promotional tour, Keanu visited an ancient monastery in Romania, rumored to house relics tied to time and immortality. Monks claimed he lingered in the relic room far longer than any other visitor. Weeks later, an envelope arrived at a tabloid's office in Los Angeles. It contained a handwritten note in an ancient script, accompanied by a photograph of Keanu standing before a massive stone inscription. The translation of the note read, "He has walked among us for centuries. A guardian or a curse? Only time will tell. No sender. No explanation. The haunting encounter." In the final twist, a fan shared a personal story online. "I met Keanu during a meet and greet in 2023. When I shook his hand, I felt a strange sensation, like a current of energy or time itself flowing through me. He looked at me, almost as if he recognized me, and said, "We've all been here before, haven't we? A legacy of mystery." Keanu Reeves continues to live his life with humility, kindness, and grace, but the strange aura around him remains. Is he a timeless traveler, a man touched by something supernatural, or simply a charismatic enigma who has sparked our collective imagination? One thing is certain: his story isn't just about Hollywood fame. It's about the mysteries that connect us all. And with that, our journey into the shadows of Keanu Reeves' life comes to a close. But the questions linger, don't they? What's your take on this story? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible stories. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and your imagination wilder than ever.